Hello, and welcome to another Storytime Sunday, a definitely weekly series, and not one that went on hiatus because I started recording it at the beginning of the pandemic, and then the pandemic happened and it ruined everything. Hello. Um, yeah, I don't know. This is interesting, and I don't really know when I can next record, and I don't want to forget it. So it's like, oh, I'll make a separate video. I haven't done this in a while, and it happens to be Saturday on the day of recording. So I'm like, oh, Storytime Sunday. It all works together. Yeah, I had a nightmare. I don't really have nightmares anymore. I had a stretch where, probably a couple years back, maybe like 5 years ago, I would wake up every day having had a nightmare, but like I'd never remember them. This one was pretty vivid, so it's a little different. Also, first I want to show off my sick Elemental Hero shirt because it's hard to find Elemental Hero merch. Uh, my work computer's on the background because I am on call and I'm on my 30. But it's just my channel in the background, so it's no PPI. Privately protected info. I don't know what PPI stands for. Anyway, so a little background first on how this probably happened is it's been a stressful week. It's just been like from like maybe like Wednesday. It's been slowly. Oh, I gotta do it this way. Slowly building up a little bit. I can't really go into why, due to the nature of my contract with my job, or I guess not contract, but I don't want them to chase me down. But something big that I'm involved with is happening that requires a lot of my attention over this week/weekend, and it's given me some stress. And I've worked about 64 hours this week, which is a lot. If you didn't know that. Typically, people try to aim for 40. So I think I'm a little overstressed, which is weird because I didn't feel it last night. Like last night, I was just playing Digimon Next Order like for hours after my like shift ended. After I stopped working, and I literally I got tired. I never get tired. I usually have to force myself to sleep because like my body is on like a 30-hour circadian rhythm where like I could literally just like stay up until like 6 a.m. and not feel tired. And that used to be a strength when I worked overnights. Not a strength anymore. It's it's quite difficult to maintain a 9 to 5. Yeah, I mean, I got tired around like maybe like 1 a.m. I was like, oh, I'll go to bed. And so I went to bed. And I don't think I struggled to go to sleep, but I remember very vividly. And here we go. Here's the nightmare time. My nightmare was so fucking mundane at first that I had no idea it was a nightmare until it was. So my nightmare was me in my living room in the dark getting ready for bed, which is if you can believe it, a nightly occurrence. It was so mundane. It was just, I went, turned out all the lights, made sure the TV was off, turned off the computer. I don't turn off my computer. That's a lie. I don't know why I'm lying to you. I turn off the monitors, get into bed, lie down, and, lay down and get ready to fall asleep. The difference, and this is how I knew it was a nightmare, was that all of a sudden, because I sleep, my bed is pushed up against a wall, lengthwise, so like I have to roll into it essentially, but it's pushed up against a wall. So I face the wall, and I set my head to rest, and then all of a sudden I feel the full weight of a human body behind me, and I can't move. I'm like, it's very much sleep paralysis, which is when you're like in a dream and your body is like, no, don't move, stupid, it's a dream. But it was very vivid, so I was like, body, I sure would like to move. And I was like, I can't move. And I was like, what the fuck is behind me? Like, what the fuck? So I was just like, and like I couldn't even like speak words, like, because the throat's paralyzed too. So I just went, ah, what is behind me? Like I finally was able to talk it, and then I like woke up, and like immediately I knew it was a nightmare. So I was just like, what the fuck was that? Like, and my heart was like racing. But I was like, I wasn't like, I was just like, what the fuck? Like, obviously nothing was in the bed with me. And I was like, well, not obviously, okay? I have a girlfriend. But like, it's just, I was alone. And I was like, what why? And I was just like, oh my God. It was like really heart pounding. And I was just like, what? That's so weird. So I texted three different friends. Or, I'm sorry, I texted two friends, and I texted my girlfriend about that. And I've texted all three of them a little bit today, so I'm gonna have to scroll up a little bit. But the various reactions. One of them is my favorite. Oh my God, I text Carlos so much. Surprised me aren't the ones in a relationship. Oh, here we go. Yeah, so I didn't text it. This is what I was trying to check. So I didn't text it. So I literally just went back to sleep. Like, I was like, wow, it might be difficult for me to fall asleep. And it wasn't. I just fell asleep. And so I texted them in the morning at like 8:30. And I was like, had a weird nightmare last night as I was falling asleep. My dream, I was going to bed in my apartment like normal, but when I laid down in bed, I felt something human-sized lay down behind me. Couldn't move, and I could talk, and I could barely talk, but I managed to get out who are you? I definitely yelled that part out loud, by the way. Like, my neighbors surely could hear it if they were awake. Which I'm like, sorry, I don't want to be that guy. And it was just yelled out real loud. And I just didn't, like, it didn't, like, linger with me. Like, my heart was racing, but I was just sort of like, oh, weird. So, and, like, I literally thought I was going to have trouble falling asleep. Fell right back asleep. Carlos said his dreams are never that vivid. And then he asked me, did I happen to see the Buffalo shooter toothache thread? So, that's where we went off to the races. My girlfriend... I sent her that. She goes, sorry to hear that. That would have that she would have been unable to sleep for the rest of the night. But she also added that my neighbors are noisy enough where I think it's fine, which is fair. My friend Catherine had the best reaction to it, I think, which was whoa, that's intense. Your apartment is definitely haunted. I said, or I'm very stressed from work, and she was like, both. And then we have talked in the past that my apartment may or may not be haunted. So I'm not a paranormal guy, so I don't believe that. But certainly weird. Not a big fan. Don't really get nightmares anymore. I don't really have dreams I remember very often. It's the thing that you get occasionally where it's, you have a dream, you wake up, and it's like you can kind of remember it, but like as you're like awake for like maybe 30 seconds, it just sort of like just fizzles away. I get that sometimes, but like not very often. So yeah, it was weird. Thought I'd give you guys a nice little bonus Sunday video because I'm so fucking generous, and I can sneak in here. I may have trouble recording Kingdom Hearts and Digimon Digital Card Battle this week because I am swamped. I have had no free time to record this. I don't know what I'm going to put out to replace them. But sorry, got busy. Realistically, I should have prepared for this. I had a couple days where I could have done this, like probably on like Tuesday or like Wednesday. I was like, I had free time, I could have done it, but I was like, it'll be fine. I won't be that busy, and then I was that busy. So, but yeah, there you go. Enjoy your nice little story time Sunday return. Not nearly as dark as some of them were. I guess kinda. It was dark. But yeah, let me know in the comments what your most infamous nightmares were. I could probably think of some I've had like over my lifetime, maybe. It's like a separate video. I don't know. There's a huge ask for this, to be fair. Yeah. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know. Do you think I'm haunted? Do you think I have was it my sleep paralysis demon just cuddling up? Let me know in the comments your other nightmares. Sure, there's gonna be plenty of comments saying I don't dream, I don't nightmare. I'm like, I'm sorry, your life is boring. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that's the video. See ya. I don't think I'm gonna edit this, so I have to end the video. But that means I have to like stop doing the finger guns. And that's awkward now because I've been going for so long. We can't do one finger gun. It looks like I'm trying to make a point on like a talk show. Okay, goodbye.